evening, not morning, good evening. I'm Tim. Welcome to my stream. This is a stream of my workouts, doing a body transformation this year, trying to see how well I can do this year without taking any sort of supplements. I'm not taking any sort of protein shakes, protein powders, no creatine, no BCAAs, nothing extra. Just trying to get all my nutrients from the food that I eat. Just want to see if it's absolutely necessary to take a bunch of supplements to hit my current goals, or if I'm fine with just eating food, the old-fashioned way. So, and a secondary reason is one of my kids start preschool, which is not cheap. Cutting out supplements saves me at least $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year, and in this economy, every little bit helps. So, going to be working on shoulders today, and just quickly want to say, it's definitely been a struggle switching from working out first thing in the morning to working out later in the evening. My energy levels aren't as high. I've also eaten dinner. I'm trying to work out the balance of eating dinner a little bit earlier so that I have like at least an hour and a half or so to digest. So give myself a little bit more time with dinner today. Hopefully I'm feeling energized and not drained from it. So we will see. Whew. I'm really want to do good. Thing is I know if I keep plugging at it, eventually my body will adjust and will bend to my will. So, gonna warm up with lateral raises, doing 10 pounds. That's 4.53 kilograms. And here we go. What's up, Tomo? Tomo, this is my first time being rated. So welcome. Just starting for the night. Thank you for the raid, guys. Appreciate it. It's my first time. That's cool. You guys caught me just at the beginning of my workout. Doing shoulders tonight, starting with some warming up with lateral raises with 10 pounds. What's up, everybody? Shabby's so annoying. I'm good. Big Chungus. What's up, guys? Oh, there's a lot of you. Thanks for coming by. Let's see what it says. Currently got 11 minutes left on the bike. Be with y'all in a bit. Call me Shabs or Shabby or Mama Shabs. All right, I will do that. Shabbies or Mama Shabs. It's a good options there. Yeah, Tomo hits that bike pretty hard. What's somebody say? Tomo felt pretty good. Yeah, we were held hostage by Tomo in his stream. LOLs, says Mitch. Well, Tomo's a fun stream. He's a lot more exciting than I'm gonna be, but All right, we're gonna switch up to the 25 pounds for this lateral raise. Just need a second. It's a lot of fun. I've said it before. I've said it on a stream, but my favorite time of watching Tama was at an indoor playground structure with my kids, and I brought it up. I was like, "Oh, let's see what he's doing," and came on. He's just right in front of the screen, just dripping sweat, shirtless. I was like, I probably should change this before the rest of the parents here start asking questions while I'm watching some shirtless guy being sweaty. And he was like up close on the camera, so you couldn't see the workout equipment around him. So there wasn't a lot of context. I would have had to keep on explaining it to him. Mitch says, "I love your content." Oh, thank you. All right, 25s. The 25 pounds, which is 11.34 kilograms. So 25 pounds is the highest I go for the lateral raises. This says Tomo definitely gets sweaty and dies after a workout. Well, that's good. Yeah, as long as he rises like the phoenix and can get back after it. I didn't know until the last stream I saw that he had a baby. He was talking about struggling with TSA, carrying a baby. I've never had to fly with my kids, and I definitely, now they're older, so they wouldn't be screaming or crying, but I definitely am glad I didn't do it when they were younger, because I don't think I could be polite to people that were getting upset about my kids. It says training to one the CrossFit Games one day. That's a good goal. That should be fun. Damn it. All right, 12. Normal says, sorry, I got WD brain. Words are hard. I find when I'm done working out, the hard part is doing any sort of texting or typing. Texting more than typing, but I like screw up so much. Bobo has a better chance than you, Tomo. That's funny. Hey, you know what's funny is I was in a commercial, the land of commercials, and there was a Bobo ad. I guess there's a company called Bobo that does a floor cleaner, and that was playing. And right when I got out of it, he was talking about his child. I was like, that's some good ad placement. All right, gonna go down to 20 pounds, 9.07 kilograms. It is hot, very hot in my garage. I keep forgetting to bring a towel out with me. But fortunately, it's a garage. I got paper towels out here. All right. Anyone bummed the Olympics are over? I'm bummed that we lost female weightlifting to China. I would have hoped that we would have had stronger women, especially if you watch how many fitness influencers there are on Twitch. I would have thought we had some stronger ones for all categories. Mitch is bummed that they're over. I bet, man. I'm just glad glad Simone Biles did a good job after Tokyo and just learning more about kind of her life and everything. I really wanted her to do better. I wanted things to work out for her. Almost happy they're over. Not a big Olympic fan. It says, and that we are getting a bronze medal. All right, here we go. I was really impressed with Australia. Someone says, the Olympics does the bare minimum for the athletes. Its sole purpose is to generate money for the network and leave the host city in shambles afterwards. I can completely agree, Tomo. I think you're absolutely right. Same thing with like the World Cup. I think it's kind of it's hard when you grow up loving the Olympics to not feel nostalgic about it. And like I can know absolutely that those things are true and know that there's a lot of corruption and a lot of problems. But it's like but there's the other side of I don't know, just nostalgia. Watching people compete. But I completely agree with what you're saying. Wow, 30 minutes on the bike. Big Chungus. Nice, man. What do you do on the bike? Are you just going for distance or just time and the best time you can do in 30 minutes? What, babe?
Why do you put a fence by in the kitchen?
So you don't go in the kitchen. Because I don't want you getting into the food without mama knowing. Go back inside, please. Just going for time. Foot gotta lurk. Now I need to clean up. All right, man. I'm 300 pounds at the moment. Working on baseline cardio. It's very smart. Hold on a second. Man, like doing this, whatever it takes to get down from there is super important. I did I got to my heaviest a couple of years ago at 246, and that's the heaviest I've weighed. I'm 5'9", so 246 was a lot for me. And I just spent the whole next year primarily focusing on that, just walking a lot, then running when I could start running again. I didn't do any weightlifting because I was worried about hurting myself.
One more thing.
What, baby?
I glad that happened because I thought something was wrong because I just opened the gate and went into the living room because I needed to do that
Baby, let me talk to you after I'm done, okay?
because I needed to get my book.
Okay, go on back to mama.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Working on diet already, but without cardio, when it comes to heavy lifting. Yeah, I mean that's the big thing. I stopped lifting while I was trying to cut weight because I had torn my pec the previous year, and that's one of the reasons why I packed on so much weight. It was just kind of bummed from that, and I couldn't run without like hurting myself or making it worse. So it really screwed me. So I packed on a lot of weight. So that next year I was like, man, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna risk hurting myself until I'm down in weight. And I got from 246, I got down to 184 in a year's time. So I felt pretty good about that. And definitely think making losing the weight the priority is essential. See. The top weight was 338. Gotcha. The U.S. has video proof. Hey, we did get an appeal at 47 seconds, 55 seconds, because Romania made the stupid decision to celebrate before Jordan Childs got down with her routine. They messed up on that part. Well, I mean, the Olympics can be very corrupt. Now I'm trying to, before the year's out, get back down to I could be back around 185. I put back on some weight just from lifting again, which is kind of like to burn off the fat. So this is the 15 pounds, 6.8 kilograms. I'm gonna switch up to shoulder press. What's your goal weight, Big Chungus? Well, I'm not sure how good a workout this is gonna, given the fact that I was tipsy before I walked to the gym. Oh, it's 220. 220. How tall are you? And just, whatever gets you that workout done. Six three. Oh, so 220 is pretty good weight. That's not bad, man. That's gonna make you pretty cut. My goal is to hit 185 and then stay around 185 for the rest of my life. I don't really want to be ever heavier than 185 once I get back down again. Yeah, being inebriated definitely helps with doing cardio. It does. What's your drink of choice? I ain't got a buddy help me drive the ATM, and I hate cardio. Also, a hell of a 2 weeks. Also had a hell of a 2 weeks. Yeah, that's the reality, man, of like losing weight and the hard part. I mean, 100%. Like you have a bad week, like the last thing you want to do is add on to that, starving yourself, counting calories. Like you just want to go full bore. I think the big side is like, do if you do that, don't let that be the thing that holds you back the next week. You know. I find in my like weight loss and stuff, that's the thing that sometimes sucks is you have a bad week, you legitimately just need a chance to just relax on the dieting, and then the next week comes and you like give yourself another week of being relaxed, and then next thing you know you've wasted a month, and it can be very frustrating, but it happens. So um, yeah, I'm actually like close the stream, sorry. It's 20 pounds, 9.07 kilograms. I mean, that's a big reason why. One of the reasons why I started this stream is just for guys like me. You know, there's a lot of guys like me that are older, or you're busy with work, you're busy with kids, and man, it can be a grind to get back in shape, to maintain good shape. Let's see. Big Sean says, well, I have 1/5 of vodka and a few whiskey shots before I walk to the gym. That's good. That'll do it. Should feel right in rain. Hold on, I gotta adjust my dumbbells real fast to the 40 pounds. Yeah, I'm a big fan of whiskey. That's my drink of choice. And I don't get fancy. It just give me a bottle of Jack Daniels and I'll enjoy myself. If I'm drinking these days, it's primarily with the full intention of getting drunk. I don't have halfway drink anymore. I don't social drink because usually my kids are around me. I don't really like to drink around my kids. So I primarily drink either late at night or if I can get a chance to slip away during the day and go to a pub. I like having a drink in a pub. Just a couple of pints, not getting wasted, but just, you know, have some good conversation with some old timers. That's my favorite. I love talking to guys that have lived long lives. Big Chunga says, I don't drink to get drunk, even now can't afford it. From Finland, and our booze is hell of expensive. Oh. Really? Is it like taxed heavy? Do you guys have socialized medicine in Finland? I know in some countries where there's like socialized medicine, I've heard they're like a lot more strict with people's drinking because the government doesn't want to float the bill. Jeez. 82% alcohol tax above 80 proof. That sucks. That's one of the reasons I drink whiskey is it takes a long time to get drunk with beer. Oh. Do do I drink it fast enough? Don't drink it fast enough. Yeah. I find a good hoppy beer will will get me there quicker. But usually the hoppy beers that I drink are usually like 7.6% alcohol to 8% alcohol. If I'm drinking, if a beer is less than 4%, I'd rather just hydrate. If it's less than 6%, I'd rather just hydrate. I'm kind of wasting calories drinking a beer that's less than 6%. Are you guys allowed to make your own alcohol? Because if I had to pay 80% taxes, I would just make my own. Big Chunga says my current favorite beer is Nordland's The Up, which is 6.8%. As a thirst quencher. Yeah, 6.8 is good. Are you allowed to make your own alcohol? We're not allowed, but if you ask me on Discord how to build a fully automated still, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I come from a family of historically were bootleggers. One of my, I think it was be my great grandfather was a bootlegger and a judge. So imagine he tells some tales. I mean, it's not that hard to make alcohol. The trick is making sure that you know um, how many ounces to take off. Like the first bit that comes out is gonna be that wood grain alcohol that'll kill you. So you got to know how much to take off. Now my dad's biggest still gave 43 milliliters a month of 160 proof. Not milliliters. Liters? Milliliters. Well, there's a long standing tradition of bootlegging in the US. Did you guys have prohibition? I know there's a lot of countries that didn't have prohibition. I usually only get about 200 gallons on mine. You know what's funny is I once read that the average Russian consumes it's either 50 liters or 50 gallons of vodka a year. And that seemed, when I first heard it, like a lot. But the older I get, and the more my tolerance has gone up, it doesn't seem as quite as much. All right, I'm gonna drop down to 35 pounds. Yeah, I live in California, so I mean, there's not a substance you can't buy here. Some of it you can't buy legally, but now the law is you're not even gonna get charged if you do get caught. It's pretty loose here. But alcohol is the only drug I enjoy. I live in California, and California has just gone off the rails as far as drug consumption goes. And I don't have a problem with. I think people should be allowed to do what they want, but you can't let people do whatever they want, but then not hold them accountable to the consequences of their actions. I don't think you can. You should. You should be allowed to rob and steal, and then blame it on the drugs. That's just my opinion. All right, so 35 pounds, which is 15.88 kilograms. How how often of the week are you doing cardio, Big Chungus? My thing was cutting calories and just walking and running. And we usually did 4 or 5 days of cardio, and I between walking and running averaged like at least 3 to 4 miles a day, and trying to drop weight. And then, like I said, just counting calories. At my lowest, I was like grinding out the last few pounds, and I was down to I think like 1,300 calories a day, which is not what I was doing the whole time. But when I got down to like the very last like couple of weeks, I got down to like 1,300 calories a day, and a lot of that was to make up for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I would eat on the weekends though more. All right, I'm gonna go to 30 pounds. Tell ya, I never want to get that heavy again, and it was rough. It was rough. Getting off the ground was rough. There were a lot of things that were a lot harder when I was that heavy. Playing with my kids were itty bitty, so I mean I could still play with them, but I would get like tired, and that sucked. But that's the big, one of the big pushers for staying in shape and stuff. Is I'm gonna be in my 50s by the time my kids are adults, and I gotta make sure that I can keep up with them. I want to still be able to keep up with them as adults, but I definitely want to be in good shape when they're in high school and do all the sports and stuff with them and be there for them. That's a big motivator for me. I just gotta make it through 3 more sets. I mean, 2 more sets, not 3. I can hear my kids starting to get a little crazy. I have to go rein them in soon. It's definitely different. They're not used to me being out here when they're awake. So this is a adjustment period. Tell you though, I'm feeling better this week than last week. Last week was rough. Just changing, and then it's hard because I do think like waking up and hitting the weights is easier because I do things during the day. You know, I play with my kids, I clean, I cook, I do all sorts of things. So by the end of the night, I'm more fatigued. But I think it's just a mental thing, and I can turn it around and be fine. That's the that's the secret. All right, well that's all I got tonight. I gotta get in there. Typically, I do like to go for about an hour, just getting everything situated and set up in order to come out here. And the evening's taking a little bit more time. But thank you guys for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the follows. Big Chungus, hope you're out there taking care of yourself. All right, God bless you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out.